gentlemen, for joining today's webinar for our Gold Standard series. I'm going to allow just another 30 seconds for some more people to pop in, and then we'll get started right away.
That's awesome, Wade. Perfect. Yeah, look at them flood in. Holy cow. The people are prompt. Love it. People are on
That's
time.
good. Yeah.
So for those of you that are just joining, we're just waiting for a few minutes, or not a few minutes, but a few more seconds for other people to pop in. All right. I think we're good to go, right?
Perfect. Yep, you bet. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today for our Gold Standard webinar series. This is a series we started about a month ago. This is our third installment. Today, we're going to be talking about our Concierge program, and also we're going to be going over our Gold Experience program, which is a cross-marketing platform. It's going to be given to you by Don Teagues. Don is our new Concierge Director, and Don has been in the industry for how long, Don? I mean,
oh my God, since
2015, 20 years?
Since 2006.
Quite a while. 2006, yeah. So he brings a wealth of experience. He's been doing this a long time. He works at both the producer level, helping agents out, as well as the client level. So he helps, point of sale and comes up with different ideas to help agents out. But he works out a different commission structure to help you guys out as well, too, where you guys can still make money while he's basically doing the work for you. And he'll go over all that stuff with you. So with that, Don, why don't you get started and take it away?
Perfect. All right, Wade, thank you so much for that. Yeah, absolutely. So this is going to be broken up into two sections, right? We're going to talk about the Gold Experience, right away, first, and we're going to stop and answer questions. So if you have questions, feel free to put that in the questions box. And then, so we'll take a pause, answer the questions, and then we'll go into the second half, which is what I do, right, as far as Concierge. All right, so to get started, go for gold. So the Gold Experience, it is a tool that we are allowing our agents to use. And let me just get in here real quick. Where's my mouse? Can't see my mouse. There it is. All right. All right, so it's basically there to help protect your business, right? So imagine this, you spent years building your book of business, and then one day, a competitor moves in, whether it's across town, the next town over, or worse yet, right across the street. And those competitors of yours, they're hungry, right? I mean, they want to build their book just like you want to build yours. And they're going to target your clients, the book of business that you've worked very hard to build. So you have actually two options. One, you let that fox in the henhouse, right? Or two, you protect what you've built with the IFC's Gold Experience. And you just stay ahead of the competition, safeguarding your legacy, and keep growing your practice. So what is the IFC Gold Experience? So it is an IFC proprietary omni-channel marketing system, meaning it all works together. It's exclusively for independent agents and advisors. And it's really there to design to help protect your book, attract new clients, and build a future on your own terms. So what does that include? It includes automated email marketing, done-for-you campaigns, monthly strategy playbooks, and turnkey toolkits that increase your visibility and sales. It also gives you deep discounts on targeted lead lists, and then access to the IFC Concierge team, which I'm a part of. And we do that for cross-selling support. We also help you with succession planning, so you can exit on your timeline, not someone else's. And the true value, if you put all of this together, it's about $45,000 in tools and services. And it's available for IFC agents for just $100 a month. So with IFC, now some of this is focused on Medicare, right? But a lot of it can be used for not only health, but life insurance, annuities, long-term care, other financial products, whatever your niche is. But part of this is you get Medicare Center from Integrity. And what is Medicare Center? It is the go-to access for quotes, compliance, and marketing tools. It's really a personalized interface for your agency. And people that are using the Medicare Center see an increase of 79% in application volume. And this is 100% free for contracted and certified IFC agents. So you know the stat. There's 12,000 people turning 65 each and every day. And for most of us, that is a pipeline of people that you can't afford to ignore. So if you're in the health system, or if you sell health, Medicare Center is for you. But if you don't sell health insurance, well, guess what? The Medicare Center is your ticket in. Lead Center. So it also comes with Lead Center, and that fuels your pipeline. Keep your leads flowing year round. So you'll get access to discounted leads via, again, Integrity's Lead Center. And you could also qualify for free turning 65 lead lists. So you get quarterly campaigns built on this system, and the system works while you sleep, right? So you can stay ahead without the burnout. So you can win during the Medicare AEP event. So like right now, we're deep into open enrollment. Again, this can be used for Medicare for those people who sell the health products, but it's also built for life insurance, annuities, and long-term care. So think of your events as, your Super Bowl, whatever event it might be, and the Gold Experience is your playbook. We'll equip you with, customizable seminar toolkits, and you'll get hands-on support from our specialized life, annuity, and health teams. And Wade, who was just on here, he's part of our life team. And I tell you, our teams just are, top notch. And Wade, if you want to kind of chime in a little bit and speak a little bit about the teams that we have, the teams that are available to them.
Absolutely, yeah. So I work on the life insurance side, life insurance, LTC, and DI. So you guys are working on cases. I'd be your point of contact. Many of you who are on this call, I recognize the names. I've been working with quite a few of you, but I can help you with case design, putting together illustrations, helping you go over, the right structure to help the client out. And then that works across the board. Again, life insurance, long-term care, DI. We also have an annuity department where people that do the same thing, that would be Jennifer Wick and Sam Stenson. And as I'm sure many of you know, we have a Medicare team that works on both the Medicare and health insurance side, and they also assist with ancillary products, group insurance as well. We have a group team that helps out with that. So across the board, we have a really big umbrella, and what the Gold Experience does, it allows you guys to be able to use all those platforms to be able to market to your clients in an efficient way that's really doing the heavy lifting for you guys, so you're not having to get as involved. And it's a great way for brand recognition to help you grow your practice as well too.
And I love that you said that, because what the Gold Experience does also offers is it has automated email and social media campaigns that really boosts your visibility, kind of what you were just saying, Wade, and it allows you to become the thought leader in your area. Because people buy from people, right? And people buy from people that they know, like, and trust.
Absolutely.
Yep, absolutely. And speaking of visibility, we know visibility wins business, right? So again, people buy from people, and you need to be seen. So you can actually host local educational events that builds your trust and authority in your marketplace. And it doesn't matter if you sell health insurance, life insurance, long-term care, or any other financial products. IFC gives you discounted access to seminar marketing services, so you can show up with a full room of people and walk out with new clients. Carrier playbooks. So this is one thing that we've worked with our carriers, and you'll get expert support and monthly playbooks. You know, you started your agency to help people, but you know, sometimes you just can't do it all. So IFC provides, you know, carrier tools for smarter product recommendations, monthly gold strategy playbooks with pre-planned campaigns and messaging. And what that does is just allows you to stay focused on sales, because we'll handle the rest. We'll make sure that this goes out to your current clients and prospects, and again, to help you become that thought leader. And what does this do? What does the Gold Experience do? It helps you protect your success. So protect and monetize your legacy. The Gold Experience helps you unlock hidden value inside of your current book. Kind of like what Wade was saying earlier today when in the introduction. It'll give you access to new revenue streams without new overhead. You know, we can also help you build a succession plan that you can control, not one that's forced upon you. And it's not just about sales. It's, you know, it's really about protecting your business, empowering your teams, and safeguarding your family's future, as well as also honoring your promise to serve your clients. So again, unlocking hidden revenue from your existing clients. Now, there was a study that people that are on the Gold Experience, when they utilize everything that the Gold Experience has to offer, the study showed that the people that were on the Gold Experience actually earned more revenue, and it was $150 more per client. So it's not $150 per client, but overall averaged, right? So if you have 100 clients, that's an extra $15,000 of revenue in your business. If you have 1,000 clients, that's an extra $150,000. So that's revenue that's actually just sitting in your CRM right now. And so, you know, what normally stops people from doing this, right? You know, well, one could be time, right? You know, just don't have time. It could be, you know, product knowledge or cross-sell knowledge, you know, that they don't understand or, you know, don't have a good grasp or outside of their wheelhouse, whether it's life insurance, annuities, long-term care, disability insurance, or even health, right? Or, you know, they're just fatigued, right? It's just like, you know, I just can't do it. I get that a lot. And what the IFC Concierge team, that we help solve that. So we cross-sell for you. And again, it's on a commission split, but you get the vast majority of the commissions. You keep the relationships, but we do the heavy lifting. And we do not let that competition win, right? Remember talking about the fox in the henhouse? We keep that fox out of the henhouse. And it's because we control that narrative. So email automation, right? I like calling this automation without intimidation, because email marketing isn't complicated. It's more efficient, right? And with IFC's Gold Experience platform, we can segment your clients and prospects by product needs, right? And we can deploy personalized emails branded with your name and your agency, and you get real-time data on who's engaging. And that's so important these days, right? So you know who's looking at your content and who you can call like right away. So you don't need to be the tech expert or the tech expert, because we actually built it for you so you can benefit. Now, how does this help your business? Well, the marketing runs on autopilot, you know, without you sacrificing a whole lot of time, right? And what does it do? It grows your brand and credibility. It creates predictable lead flow. It scales your business without increasing your workload. So it can totally help your business here. Your personalized dashboard. So it comes with a dashboard, and it's very easy to use, and you can log in and you have real-time campaign tracking data, contact list management, and one-click campaign activation. So wait, I see you came back on board. Do you have something to add?
Yeah, I was going to just say, just kind of as an overview, why and how I see the importance of this platform. You know, over the years, I've talked to many of you and many agents I've worked with. like the idea of having client letters. You know, the whole idea is, hey, look, you have the clients. And I've always said that's the hardest part, right? The hardest part is you guys growing your book, getting clients on board. Well, you've already done that. I mean, many of you have, you know, 2,000 plus clients. 1,000 clients is a big number. 500 clients is a big number when you look at the opportunities that are available. But oftentimes the conversations I have is, well, I want to be able to cross market to them, but it's how do I find the time to be able to do so? How do I do that? This platform allows you that opportunity. There's a lot of shiny objects out there. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we want to help our agents with, but candidly speaking, I see this as a great opportunity for you guys. If you're looking for one platform to be able to use to market where it's doing the work for you, you can have it automated where it's not taking time out of your schedule, or you're able to get in front of your clients, so to speak, virtually, have it do the work for you while you're still going about your day-to-day. You're opening up a whole new revenue stream for your business. You're developing sticky relationships for your clients. And overall, I haven't seen really as good of a platform in terms of the breadth of that it offers, as well as the solutions it offers your clients. So keep that in mind as you're thinking about marketing for the new year. It's really, really useful. And again, you know, $1,200 is $100 a month, really, really inexpensive. The whole package, what's the whole package done? Is it like 4, 5 grand, something like that?
45 grand if you would have to build this all yourself separately. Yeah, 45 grand.
Yeah, so cost savings, and again, it's doing the work for you. So I would strongly, highly encourage those of you who aren't using this to consider adding it to your marketing platform going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And I want to piggyback on that thought too. You talk about ROI, right? For $100 a month, ROI, right? For $100 a month, and if the studies that are showing, if you actually get that extra $150 per client, right, in additional revenue, you know, just take the amount of clients that you have now, multiply it by 150, shoot, even half that. Let's just do that, you know, just to be conservative, and you know, take that into consideration to the $100 a month that this will cost you. I mean, just imagine the ROI, you know, the return on investment. I mean, where else can you find this type of tool, this type of system that allows you to gain access to all the tools and to be able to automate these journeys, right? You know, whether it's email journeys or social media campaign journeys, you know, to make sure that you are that thought leader for $100 a month, and the return on investment is just huge.
Absolutely. Yep.
And then again, you know, if you feel like you might feel a little intimidated by the thought of, you know, cross marketing, well, that's what the concierge system is for. And we're going to talk a little bit more about that after the next couple of slides. But so again, you know, the dashboard here, we're getting back into it, you know, real-time campaign tracking, contactless management, you know, one-click campaign activation. It really is all there designed for you so you can have the complete insights to what your business is doing, your marketing arm of your business. Managing your contacts. So again, never miss a follow-up. I know this happens all the time, right? You can set automated tasks for follow-ups so you can manage your campaigns and conversations just all in one place, right? And you can keep your pipeline moving forward without some of the leads falling through the cracks. Because again, we've all been there. We've all had that happen to us. Again, automated emails to boost your business. Our marketing team has monthly pre-built campaigns, so you have access to evergreen content libraries. You know, we are constantly putting more content in there for you, and it's custom campaign support based on your audience. So, you know, whether you want to do a life insurance campaign, we'll help you get started with that. If you want to do an annuity campaign, we'll help you get started with that. However it is you want, we can meet you in the middle. We can help you design these campaigns for your business and for your clients and prospects. This I absolutely love. I've done a deep dive into this. I've taken a look at the marketing library, and you can print, post, and promote, right? You have access to the library. You get letters, kind of like what Wade was saying earlier. people are always looking, well, how do I approach clients? Well, you get pre-done letters, you have checklists, you have forms, all print ready, available for you, or you can save them as a PDF and also email them. In here as well as branded social media graphics. So you just select the graphic that you want, and you can tie this system into your Facebook, your Instagram, and I believe LinkedIn, and you can publish to those platforms automatically. It's just that easy. And again, the one thing I want to talk about here is the tracking and engagement. Your marketing is the biggest tool that we have here is for you to track your marketing, right? Because we want to know who opens your emails, who clicked on your social media contact, who clicked on the links, right? We want to make sure that you know who has done that, who is engaged in your marketing, so you know who to call first, right? It's using the data to drive better and smarter follow-up conversations. So that is it. So that is the first portion of it, probably the longer portion. We're going to take a quick pause here. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to put those in the questions box. But if you like what you're seeing so far, I have my contact information up there. You can absolutely call me, and we can have a quick conversation about how we can utilize Gold Experience in your practice. And I'm not seeing any questions yet, but do you have anything that you want to add to all this, Wade?
Well, I was just going to say, and we're going to be talking about concierge services here. I think to tee that up, again, a lot of agents I talk to and develop relationships with over the years, they've expressed a desire to, and they see the opportunity to be able to cross market to their clients, whether it's life insurance or annuities or long-term care. And there's a big void there, right? I mean, they see a big demand, but it's like, how do you carve out the time? So it's either a time issue where they don't have the time to be able to devote to it, or maybe it's a knowledge base issue where, well, they know a little bit about life insurance, but they're not super comfortable to really have those conversations. Well, that's where our concierge comes in, and that's where Don can help you. And it's not all or nothing, and I can't emphasize that enough. It could be on a case-by-case basis. So when we talk about concierge, it's as simple as just saying, you know what, I'm working on this life insurance case. I'm not super comfortable with this. I'm going to give Don a call, and maybe he can help me with this, and he can actually meet up with me and the client, point of sale, or maybe a phone call, or however you want to do it. And you can see how Don does it. So I want to tee it up that way, but know that there's the traditional way where, you guys call me, I help you on a case design, I get you the proposals, I give you everything. You guys take it and run with it. But then there's also concierge, but it's not all or nothing. You can do it on a case-by-case basis. And I also wanted to mention that when Don talks about, the Gold Experience, that can tie in with concierge, and Don will talk about that as well. So the whole idea there being, hey, look, reach out to your clients to let them know, talk about, annuities, life insurance, long-term care, to drop that interest. And then from there, once you have the interest from your clients, you can then refer them over to Don, and you can work up kind of a warm tee up to be able to make that transaction take place. So with that, Don, why don't you take it from here and talk
Sure.
about concierge a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate that, that intro to concierge, because I get this all the time, right? So some people call up, and I've been doing this for years. I've literally been doing this probably for the last 10 or 11 years, where I've been working with agents and their clients, right? Working directly with their clients. And I always enjoy those conversations where I get a phone call out of the blue and says, hey, Don, guess what? I got a guy. I got a guy that that needs, life insurance, or, long-term care, or, an annuity or something, right? They have an interest, but I really need some help with the positioning of it. Great, perfect. That's what concierge is for, right? We can do it be as simple as just, the one-offs, or we could completely take over your marketing using the Gold Experience, drive more contact to your existing client base and your prospect lists, and drive those conversations, and I can control that, work with you on that. I mean, there's literally two ends of the spectrum and everything in between, right? So, from guy to guy to, hey, let Don take over your marketing, use the Gold experience, and we'll just drive those conversations. Or, if you want to drive those conversations, just bring me in to close. Perfect. That's perfectly fine too. Or if you just want to do the one-offs, that's awesome. So as we get into this, so again, concierge service, right? Helping you unlock hidden revenue. And we've said a lot about that already. It's really a solution designed to help agents like yourself grow revenue, gain additional revenue by doing what you do best, and that's serve your existing clients. So concierge, again, we did a lot of this, so we'll go through this kind of quick. Just think of me as your in-house case consultant. I'm here to support you and your insurance sales, from either being behind the scenes, and Wade is there too, behind the scenes for, for planning and illustration support, to me being, on client-facing calls with you. And I will help you look like the expert without you actually needing to be one. And so why does it matter? So every day, agents walk right past annuity opportunities or life insurance opportunities that their clients need, and it's not because they aren't aware of it, right? It's just simply because sometimes they're just not equipped to identify or present that solution. And that's where concierge comes in. That's where I come in. That's where I help you. And again, if you see that, most agents are leaving about $150 per client on the table, right? And why not capture that? It's already there. I mean, it's literally acres of diamonds in your own book of business. How we work together, so here's the thing: if you like the idea of this concierge concept, just let's set up a 15-minute strategy call. Let's talk about how Gold experience and or concierge will work for you in your practice. And let's start out with maybe 3 to 5 of your clients, right? Let's do a book of business review, maybe identify some people, right, that a life insurance policy might be a good fit for, or an annuity, or whatever it might be, right? We'll do some opportunity engineering inside of your own book of business, and then just allow me to handle the illustrations with Wade support, positioning, and even I'll get on the client calls, because I do that all the time. Just every day I have calls scheduled with clients, and sometimes the agents aren't even there. Because why? Because I'm an extension of your office. So, but you stay in control of the relationship. I keep you well informed of what's happening with the client, and we close more business together. It's just really as simple as that. So here's some things. I just threw in a couple of testimonials. I worked with, so this is Scott. He's out in North Carolina, and he and I have worked for years together. And it just, I like what he said here. You just trust Don's opinions and insights, and just overall do an excellent job for him and working with his clients. Another one. So I've been working with Andrea here for, oh my God, probably 3 years now. So she put a little more thought into this, but basically what she's saying, she just loves the the insights and the expertise that I bring, and just being able to help her grow her own practice in life insurance, annuities, and long-term care. So again, let's get started. Don't leave that extra revenue on the table. Don't let that fox into your hen house, right? Because if you don't offer these solutions to your clients, someone else might, right? Just let's book just a 15-minute call with me, and again, we'll go over the Gold experience. We'll go over concierge, and those two aren't tied together. You could utilize Gold experience without concierge, or you can utilize concierge without the Gold experience, right? Or you could utilize both at the same time. So let's get together. Let's do that book of business review. Let's do some opportunity engineering inside your book of business, and let's find that next opportunity. And with that, I am done. So if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and put questions in the questions box. And Wade, if you want to wrap up, that would be great.
Yeah, I think, to Don's point, this is not like, you have to do both. This is one or the other. You don't have to do either of them really, but these are just a couple of tools that we want to bring to the forefront to let you guys know, hey, we have a platform we can help you cross sell, and we have an individual that can help you at the point of sale on either a per case basis or just across the board. I want Don to help with my long-term care, for example, or my life insurance or whatever. So if you have questions on this, let us know. Don, I don't know if you went over as far as people might have questions regarding cost of like concierge. I know the splits might vary there, but if it's a general question, that might be something you might want to just mention briefly.
No, absolutely. So the splits are very simple. And the more hands-on I am, the higher the split. But the split would never be more than 50-50, right? Never more than 50-50. So if I'm taking over your marketing, let's say I'm taking over your marketing, I'm utilizing the Gold experience, and I'm doing all of the work on your behalf, and again, as an extension of your office, then that would be a 50-50 split. If you have a really good relationship with the client, and you just say, hey, Don, got a guy, I've been working with them forever and ever and ever. Can you please go ahead and take care of them for me? That would be a 40-60 split. But if you have somebody that just comes in, that you have a really good relationship with, they say they already know they need life insurance, I've already positioned this with them, can you help close it and write the app? Then that's going to be a 30-70 split. So again, never more than 50-50. You again keep control of your client relationships, and this just helps you build your client relationships by offering these additional services.
Yeah, that's great. If you guys have questions, pop them in the question box. Otherwise, Don's information is there as well. You can feel free to reach out to me also. But bottom line is we want to help you with the tools that you might, I think, find useful from a cross-marketing standpoint, and also from a standpoint of just helping your clients out, maybe some areas that you're not super comfortable with or you don't have the time to be able to really focus on. And that's what we're talking about today. So by all means, let us know if you have any questions. As always, let me know if there's any cases I can help out with: long-term care, life insurance, and disability insurance. But thank you guys for joining. Oh, is there? No, there might be a question here. I think someone raised their hand. It looks like Philip Philogene had raised his hand. Nope, maybe I'm wrong. I don't see a question there. So
that's okay. Yeah. Phil, if you have a question, feel free to reach out. We can have a discussion offline. So that'd be great.
Awesome. All right. Thank you guys for joining today's webinar. Maybe leave your information there for a little bit, Don, but if you have any questions, let us know.
Perfect. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time, and look forward to working with you.
Take care, everyone. Have a great day.